My name is Sandy. I'm 45 years old and have breast cancer. I was diagnosed November 9th, 2012. I work as a registered nurse. I'm a home care nurse, goes take care of people. That I am like right now. I love what I do because I'm good at what I do. I care about people, never knowing that I would be the patient one day. Actually, last year my mom had lymphoma. I had an uncle that had just passed away from a 3-month diagnosis of cancer. My son had 2 brain surgeries, and lo and behold, I have breast cancer. We were in Iowa City, my son, after his 2nd brain surgery, and I came out and I told my husband, oh, my boob is sore. But if you read the literature, some of the literature says that breast cancer isn't painful. So to caught up in trying to take care of my son, and that was the most important thing, and putting myself secondary, and with the nagging of my husband, decided that the sore boob needed to be attended to. So the beginning of November, I went to see my doctor. It was a simple infection, shot, antibiotics, and just to be sure, let's do a mammogram. And from that day, my whole life changed. That day started out, my husband and I, we were meeting with the surgeon to get the final path result, and which I already knew. And the surgeon walks in without any knowledge of me. I knew, in my heart I knew, but he walked in and said, well, you have breast cancer, we need to do surgery. And of course I had a nurse navigator next to me, and I was kind of shocked because I never even had gotten the path report prior to his arrival of announcing I had breast cancer. And so I was shunned and shocked, and he realized that nobody had told me the final path report before he had told me. I was okay with it, but I wasn't okay when I looked over and seen my husband crying. Then I started crying because I knew that this was going to be a battle that we both have to face. And it wasn't supposed to be like this. I wasn't supposed to be sick. I take care of everybody else. And it was the realization that all of a sudden now people are going to have to take care of me, and that was really hard. My first day after work, after I learned I had breast cancer, was very difficult. I told a nurse I work with, I felt like I was walking along like everybody else, and somebody picked me up and threw me against the wall and shattered me in a million pieces. And I'm laying there and people are walking over me, and I'm trying to pick myself up, and I couldn't. And that was very hard for me because I've always been the caregiver, not the receiver. And that was the most difficult. My moment wanting to live came about 2 days after I had surgery. I was sitting on the couch, and I remember sitting there and thinking, there's a lot of things that go in your mind, and I remember I turned it off because my positive energy was going to live, because I have to live. I have too much not to live for. I have a family that loves me. I love them more. I have kids. I want to see them grow, and all of a sudden it's just like somebody flipped the switch. Instead of me feeling sorry for myself, I want to live, and I will do anything to make that happen. This is the love of my life, Boaz, my husband. And we had, from the beginning, I think our story is kind of unique. It kept bothering me to date him. I decided to finally cave in because I could get a free meal out of it. It was in college. I didn't want anything. I wanted to go to school and party and work. And decided to go out with him. That was on Monday. By Friday, I moved in with him, and 3 months later we drove to Las Vegas and got married, and March 6th is our 25th wedding anniversary. Somebody said to me, what's the worst thing about having cancer? I said, you know what, it's not the worst thing about having cancer, it's the fact that somebody may take my opportunity to be rocking in the rocking chairs, gray-haired with my husband. I can deal with cancer, but I can't deal with not being married to him.
I don't think anybody was really ready. I know I wasn't, and I know definitely Sandy wasn't. And I think for Sandy to deal with cancer by herself would have been, I think, very difficult. And so I think to have me and the kids and the whole family around really helped a lot.
My family responded unconditionally. They showed me that they loved me no matter what I have, what I don't have, boobs, but they're unconditional with their love and their support. And I draw strength from them. I may not tell them every day, but I truly find my strength from my family. Without them, I don't think I could do this.
Well, Sandy, I was there the day you got diagnosed with cancer. My world was shattered because I couldn't believe it could happen to you, of all people. The person that gave us everything, our strength. You know, you always encouraged us to do our best. You were always there, especially when my husband was over in Iraq. You were so supportive. You've always gave us the strength, the love, and it's a new journey, and it's a journey that we're all going to have to walk with you, and it's going to test our strengths.
I heard about the LiveSTRONG the Y program because when you get a diagnosis of cancer, you're on the internet constantly, and my moment kind of evolved from feeling that I have to heal myself physically and mentally. And so I seen the LiveSTRONG program, watched the video, and decided I want to be a part of that. Because when you're physically strong, you can become mentally strong. And anybody knows going through cancer and chemo, you need to keep active, you need to keep going. And what better place to go to where people are like you? What better place to get support for somebody that may be going through therapy just like you, or lost their hair or body parts? People, you realize everybody understands, but nobody truly understands until they've had a diagnosis of cancer. And I want to be a part of that. I want to meet people so I'm not alone. And hopefully if they feel alone, I want to make them not feel alone too. There's a lot of us out there. And if we can get together through the LiveSTRONG program, exercise, have a couple laughs, maybe have a couple cries, I want to be a part of that because that's all part of living.
I'm Jen Foley. I'm the Healthy Lifestyles Director at the Two Rivers YMCA, and we have a LiveSTRONG at the YMCA program here that meets twice a week for 75 minutes. It is a physical activity program, but it's much more than that. We expose the participants to yoga, to education on lymphedema. We bring a psychologist in. It's a very slow process in terms of how they start their conditioning. We start from walking, we start very basic strength training, stretching. And it's a fantastic program to watch them go through. A lot of people I interview are lost and they don't know what to do. They have just been given a cancer diagnosis, and what do? Where do I go? Should I move? Should I not move? Should I walk? Should I lift anything? And they can. And I just sometimes feel that they don't know where to start, and this program is such a fantastic program. It is very slow, easy step. That way it's safe, and they get stronger each time they meet with us. I want the LiveSTRONG at the Y program to deliver for Sandy an overall sense of well-being. Not just feeling better during her treatments, but I want her to get that strength that she's talked about. She wants to be able to keep moving and live life to its fullest. You know, she's very deconditioned right now. I mean, she's very tired, she's very weak, and we're going to help her get through that process. I think the emotional standpoint, I don't think she realizes it yet, but I think she is going to be kind of the someone that the participants look up to as kind of just where they want to be in the process. I think she's going to help others heal as she is healing herself. The power of a group is pretty incredible because they, I think, rely on each other because they do know what they are going through together. And I think that that's how they heal, is going through this process together. And we're here to help guide them safely and through the 12-week process. Sandy is a ray of light and an inspiration. So here we go.
Okay, halfway through the LiveSTRONG program. Unfortunately, it's been a rocky road. This program's been great, getting stronger a lot of ways, but unfortunately, personally, my life has taken a lot of twists and turns that I never would have envisioned. About a month ago, my father from an accident died abruptly, and about 2 weeks ago, we found out that my mom's lymphoma, after a 3-month stint of not being around, was back worse than it was before, with a poor prognosis of maybe a couple months to live. I don't know what else to say. The the LiveSTRONG program, there's people there that are accepting and truly genuine and feel the pain that I feel. It's just helped me maybe have a little bit of, I don't want to say normal because there is no normal, we create our own normal, but it's just helped me belong to a group of people that want to share the burden with me.
I'm Lori Spreet, and I work at Two Rivers YMCA in Moline, Illinois, and fortunate enough to be a part of the LiveSTRONG team. Phenomenal bunch of people. Every one of them are brave and strong and courageous and determined to get better and stronger. And from the beginning, when we started, to now, and we're only halfway through, it's amazing to see the strength that has come, the energy that's returned to them. And Sandy is one of a kind. She is, she's had more episodes happen to her during this duration, but yet she continues on. The LiveSTRONG program has been wonderful to be involved in, but trust me, they've given me far more than I have given any of those people. It's a wonderful program.
Live every day. We're given each day, and it's your choice to do what you want with it. And like I said earlier, if you're mentally strong, physically strong, then you got it licked. Then you live each day. Living is the only option for me. There is no other option, and I will fight till my last breath because I have so much to live for. So much to live for.